it's the Bulls Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we got a very interesting video discussing a potential rumor around the Chicago Bulls and the hopes for many people that we could be signing this player, and his name is Carmelo Anthony, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we talked about Carmelo Anthony in relation to the Bulls, I'm sure we may have talked about it before, but it was a long time ago. I remember the Bulls did like a welcoming party to Carmelo Anthony, who was a very good player, superstar player back then. Obviously times have changed now. He's a little bit older, he's a bench player, but he could still bring something to the Chicago Bulls team. So today I'll be discussing the potential likelihood of us signing Carmelo Anthony, what would it have to take, and whether or not you'd bring him into the Chicago Bulls team. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about Carmelo Anthony and would you bring him to the Chicago Bulls team. A very interesting topic of discussion, ladies and gentlemen. But first things first, we got to talk about the LA Lakers. We got to talk about what he's done for the LA Lakers last season. So in the 2021-2022 season, his season averages playing a very good 69 games. He averaged 13.3 points, 4.2 rebounds, 1 assist, shooting 44.1% from the field and 37.5% from the three-point line. You can say whatever you like about Carmelo Anthony. You can say that he's not going to bring what he once brought to a team. You can always say that he's not going to be that good of a defensive-minded player anymore in this league. You could even say he's a little bit too old. But one thing that most people will not deny about Carmelo Anthony is that he brings scoring ability. He has been known around the league since the beginning of his career as a scorer, and he's most likely going to end his career known as a scorer. 13.3 points per game at 38 years old. He did it in very good fashion as well, in my opinion. There's a lot to like about Carmelo Anthony and the potential likelihood of joining the Chicago Bulls, because many people do believe off of our bench we could use a little bit more scoring. You know, Kobe White, that could be a natural scorer for the Chicago Bulls if he gets a little bit more consistent. He's kind of that microwave player that we have. I think a lot of teams could use a guy like Kobe White on their team. But outside of that, who's really a good scoring guard or good scoring player in that forward center position off of our bench? And there's not many that we can look at and point to and say that guy can bring us some offense. Well, Carmelo Anthony could bring us some offense, and it looks like the Chicago Bulls are right in the fray. According to Bleacher Report, from what I believe, I think the Chicago Bulls is one of the top 2 targets for Carmelo Anthony. So I think he's interested in joining the Chicago Bulls. I'm pretty sure the other team is either the Knicks or the Nuggets. I'm not sure. Again, former teams there. If he wants to go and play for a former team, obviously that would put us out of the picture. But yeah, a lot of interesting stuff around Carmelo Anthony. So I guess the question now goes to, would I want Carmelo Anthony on this team? Now, as I've been doing recently, I will make a poll about whether or not you would like Carmelo Anthony on this team. But one thing is for certain, if we want Carmelo Anthony on this team, we're probably going to have to wait in order for that to happen. If Carmelo Anthony by the start of the season is still not signed with an NBA team, I think we have a certain time point throughout the regular season we can waive Tony Bradley, and we can bring a Carmelo Anthony in for a really cheap contract if he wants to play for this Chicago Bulls team. And I think that is the best case scenario for us. I'm not sure if that's the best case scenario for Carmelo. Maybe Carmelo wants the security of playing at the start of the season. Maybe Carmelo wants to be able to be a key component to a team that maybe he wants to get paid more as well. Those things we might not be able to offer Carmelo Anthony. So those are very important factors for his decision and obviously for the Chicago Bulls decision. But in an ideal situation, I think obviously we waive Tony Bradley. Look, I like Tony Bradley. I've been saying it the whole time, and I really think as a third choice center, he is one of the better ones you can get. He's a good defender. He's a little bit mobile, but he had an injury last year, so I can't really say if he'll be more mobile this season compared to last season. Obviously, he's a guy that he's 7 foot tall also, so that definitely helps. And he got a mid-range shot at the end of the season. He was developing that throughout the season, and it looked very good by the end of the season. So there's a lot to like about Tony Bradley, but I think realistically, if you're going to compare Tony Bradley to Carmelo Anthony, even at their stages of their career, there could be a conversation that you'd pull Carmelo Anthony on this team for the short term. Not to mention as well, we also do have Marko Simonovic just waiting there to get game time. And if we're prioritizing the future, I think Marco does have a better ceiling than Tony Bradley as well. So maybe that could be the third choice center option for the Chicago Bulls. Personally, as I've always said, I'd like to see Marco as a power forward, just because I'm not sure if he's truly ready to be a defensive-minded center in this league. I think he'll give up a lot of points on that end. But nevertheless, offensively, he's very, very talented as well. So that's another guy that you could add components on offensively to this team, and he won't be getting a lot of game time either way. So you could still maybe send him down to the G League every now and then. Who really knows how that works? But all things considered, that's probably the most ideal situation. We wait till the start of the season, because I don't think we can waive Tony Bradley before that. I think he has a certain time frame in which we can waive him during the season. Then we do that, and then we can go and sign Carmelo Anthony. If that's what the Chicago Bulls want to do, I'm all for that. I think that's best for us. But you also got to understand that I think by the days that go by, it's going to be more and more unlikely that we do get a Carmelo Anthony on this team, unless he is specifically waiting for us to make our move. And if that's the case, then obviously you got a player that wants to be on this Chicago Bulls team and can provide some good quality off of our bench as well. So you can't ask for much more. I would love Carmelo Anthony on this team. Now, he's not a great defender, and if we're going to have defensive issues, there could be, I guess, a discussion of whether or not we should be playing Carmelo Anthony, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's hope our defense is going to be much improved this season compared to last season. With a year under our belt, with a lot of guys returning from injury, I sincerely hope our defensive woes won't be as massive as we saw last season, especially towards the end. But let me know in the comments below what you think about Carmelo Anthony. Would you bring him to the Chicago Bulls team? Do you think it's a couple years too late for Carmelo Anthony? Would you not want him on this team? Or do you think he's going to go and rejoin a New York Knicks or a Denver Nuggets, or I guess any other team that's looking for him right now? It looks like we're in the fray. It looks like we're part of the conversation. So that could be a positive that most people will take out of that. And that's a positive I'll obviously take out of that as well. But we are not the only team, and we should not be feeling massively confident, considering we probably will have to wait to get Carmelo Anthony as well. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care.